Hello, everybody, and welcome to another free preview of California Psychics, where we spend 1 hour answering your questions for free on this Facebook and YouTube live stream. And we are joined by our fantastic and one of our fan favorites on California Psychics, Psychic Uma. How are you doing today, Uma?
Good. How are you doing?
I am doing fantastic because it is another Monday Live, and I always love doing these for our audience. So, a few things that I want to shout out before we get started for our audience. First of all, we do have a promo code going on. Our Live 5 promo code allows any new customer to California Psychics to use the code LIVE5 as scrolling on the bottom of your screen to get an additional $5 added to your first customer package purchase with us. If you want to see your free preview of California Psychics, go ahead and stick around for this live stream and you'll see Psychic Uma answer questions just like how you would see on California Psychics, our website or our app. So if you're wanting to get a one-on-one reading with specifically Uma or one of our other psychics with us, make sure to stick around because we'll be shouting out her exact schedule and the ways to reach us at California Psychics. Now, lastly, before we get started, I do want to list off some ground rules for questions today. We will not be able to answer any legal or medical questions here at California Psychics. For medical, this can include treatments, medications, pregnancies, and general fertility questions. And for legal, this can include court cases, custody battles, and just general court decisions. If you do ask about another person, this is the last bit of information, please make sure you include at least their first name. This will allow Psychic Uma to connect faster and more accurately answer your question during today's live stream where we have a lot of audience members joining us. But without any further ado, Psychic Uma, are you ready to begin?
Yes, I am.
All right. So, and if there are any other questions about the format of today's free live preview, go ahead and put them in the chat as well. I can go ahead and answer any questions too. Our first one comes from, I see one from June, who is asking, and happy June, June.
Yes.
Hello, Uma, how are you? Can you please tell June if you see her ex, Drew, and her becoming a couple again? Thank you for your insight.
Yes. And let's open up the energy connecting to you guys here. As we open up this energy, immediately it's a positive flow that comes in. And so the short answer to this is yes, the part of you becoming a couple again is extremely strong. The energy with Drew right now is that he's in a place of where he's needing to find a grounded position. And I feel like that's just him taking some internal changes on himself because he needs to find a balance. But you are someone that comes up on his mind all of the time. Like your energy just completely surrounds him right now. And I know that he really wants to focus on becoming that stronger person for you, for the couple that you guys should be. The energy within this is still a little bit time needed. And when I say that, I'm not talking like months down the road or anything. Right now, he's just showing that he needs a couple more weeks to find that grounded position. And once he does, communication will pick up. He's going to be more consistent. The energy around like physically seeing each other is really, really strong. So that's something that he wants to put a lot of time and focus into. Kind of feels like that lacked in the past. And now he is ready to, commit and make these changes. So 100% you will be a couple.
Awesome. All right. Well, keep us updated, June, and let us know how things work out. Our next question, Uma, is going to be from Carmen, who is asking another love question. She is wondering if you see Carmen and Ryan lasting long term in their relationship.
Okay, so let's take a peek at the energy with Carmen and Ryan and see where this energy is heading. So, as we open up this energy, there feels to be some heaviness, anxiety, if you would, that is present. But this is an energy that is shifting. And for the question, the long term relationship, yes, it is in your future. My only thing with this is that there are a few little road bumps that you are going to be faced with when it comes to him, but the changes are needed in order to provide that long term connection and relation. The energy for you guys to get through a lot of this anxious or heavy energy, it is something that is trying to come forward or come to an end. Um, really into July is where this energy is coming. So once you make it through the next few weeks into the beginning of July, really around July 4th, you will truly see that this is where your guys' relationship is heading, is that long-term connection. It's almost like it comes in overnight.
All right. Well, Carmen, thank you for your question, and we hope everything works out for you. Our next one, Uma, comes from Bree, who is asking, saying first, always appreciate your insight, Uma. Her question is, she is wondering if you see Austin, or if you saw Austin asking me to go to a country festival coming up this week, or if she will run up into Austin there. Do you see them two having a conversation about a long-term commitment? Thank you in advance.
Yeah, let's take a peek at your guys' energy here within this. And as much as I would love to sit here and say yes, like the invitation is going to come in, it feels more of you running into him at the festival. And within this, it really sparks a lot of conversation. So, is it that immediate like conversation of, oh, this is where we begin our long term commitment? No, but this is the connecting conversation that's going to allow you guys to get to that next phase to really talk about the long term commitment. He shows to been going through a lot, like internally shifting, kind of getting the clarity that he needed. And this is where the next few communications are going to be really expressing or getting into that long term commitment conversation. So for you, yes, it is something that is coming up. And really, honestly, Spirit just keeps showing 2 weeks. So within the next 2 weeks, this is going to be a conversation that you guys have had.
Perfect. Thank you for your question, Bree. We'd love to hear from you soon as well.
Yeah.
Our next one, Uma, comes from Stephanie from YouTube. Do you see a long-term relationship coming towards Stephanie anytime soon? She's been single for a while, and she's thankful for any insight that will hopefully lead to a long-term and satisfactory relationship for her.
Okay. So let's kind of, maybe we'll pull a card for this one, just kind of change it up a little bit. But let's just kind of see where the energy is as far as like cards with the relationship. And if we can put that in there, that one is the Four of Swords. Now, this one definitely is connecting to that energy of the anxious, or that, sorry, not anxious, but the anxiety part of it. And this, I feel like, connects to that single part. And when Spirit brings that forward, it really is symbolizing that that is a period of time that is coming to an end. And I do feel like you're not going to be waiting, in that position that you are in right now much longer. So even if we take that with the number 4, the swords typically symbolize 4 weeks. So within the next month, I do feel that this energy is coming forward for that commitment, is what I hear within this, but will then lead to the long-term relationship. So you are right there, and this energy is definitely going to be lifted off of your shoulders.
Perfect. Our next one is going to be from Randy, and you may recognize Randy, Uma, and we can always revisit if we need to come back to. She is asking, what is the outcome of this latest 2 steps forward, 2 steps back cycle that she has been kind of updating you on?
Yes, I'm so glad we get to connect. And it's, I feel like this cycle almost too well, but what the outcome, or what Spirit is bringing forward with this outcome, is that it's not going to be the 2 steps back. He is actually making progress a lot. I know it doesn't feel like it right now, but something inside has definitely clicked on a very, very different level. And that's why I don't want to say it this way, but it's going to make sense in a minute. He's going to take them 10 steps forward and maybe 2 steps back at that point, but he is progressing. And this energy within him, even right now, is showing like he wants his arms out to like kind of like pull you in because it's a comfort place, but it's also a place that he wants. And so within this, I do feel that he has recognized how much disappointment he has put upon you. And that's why his steps are going to get bigger and he'll only go back a few.
All right. Well, Randy, keep Uma and us updated as well. Let us know, and hopefully this all does work out in the end in your favor as well. Our next question, Uma, comes from Diana, who's asking just for a kind of general love reading and maybe a love card to go with it for herself and Sarah, please.
Okay, let's look at you guys here and see what love card Spirit wants to bring forward for you today. And within this, it is the Knight of Swords. We can see it. And within this, I do feel like this is all about change, and it's the change that you have been waiting for. Um, Within this too, I feel a lot of new beginnings or new chapters coming forward for this. So this is where Spirit's really connecting it to the changes um, that you've been waiting for. And sorry, Spirit was kind of interrupting with. There's been some disagreements or that disagreement energy around you, and that is something that is also going to be lifted. Communication is really attached to you as well, and Spirit wants to say that that's part of the change that's coming forward. And openness, like being transparent and vulnerability. These are the types of things that are coming forward with the changes that you will be experiencing. Spirit's really adamant about it being about a week's time frame right now.
All right. Thank you for your question, Diana. And hopefully, yeah, everything is working out for you in the end. I also wanted to give quick shout out to you, Uma, for doing a great job. We have our thank you from Stephanie, who you answered a little bit ago, saying thank you. And also Randy, who is also going to keep you posted, saying
Yes.
thank you for your answer to her question as well. And also Diana being very timely and saying thank you. So just a real quick shout out to you. And I also want to shout out now that we are about 15 minutes into our 1 hour live stream where we answer your questions for free on our Facebook and YouTube pages, I want to shout out the best ways that you can reach Psychic Uma, especially if you've been enjoying this free preview of her abilities and the way she answers questions on California Psychics. Now, Uma, can you let everybody know the very next time that you're going to be available on California Psychics, where they can either reach you through our website or our app for either a text-based reading, offline or online messaging, or phone call chat? So the very next time you're going to be online and your regular schedule throughout the week.
Sure, I'll be on tomorrow. And tomorrow through Friday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's Mountain Standard Time. My only problem is I don't do the offline messages while I'm on. So as soon as I'm off, I usually turn them on. So then that way we can get a few in that way. But phone and chat are definitely 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Awesome. And if you're having any trouble booking with Psychic Uma as well, go ahead and give our customer care line a call as well. Say that I want to book with Psychic Uma or any other of our psychics on California Psychics, and they will book you at a time that is best available for you and Psychic Uma. So if you're having any questions or any kind of follow-up questions after receiving a reading today, go ahead and give Uma a call, and go ahead and click the link in the description below, and that will pull you up to Psychic Uma's page right on California Psychics as well, where you can message her right away. So we still have about 45-ish minutes to answer your questions. So our very next one is going to be coming from Alicia. So Alicia is asking, last Saturday, she went on a fun dinner night date with a guy named Christopher. At the end of the date, he asked her a second date, which she accepted, and they continued to message each other, but yet he never initiated plans for this past weekend. He stopped texting Alicia on Friday. Uma, can you answer why Christopher has stopped texting Alicia, and does he plan to reach out to her again?
Okay. So, as we connect to this, I'm sorry first that this happened to you, but the energy around this is definitely, I mean, obviously, yes, it's his fault, but um, there's something that came up. There's like a friend energy that is really strong around him that was just kind of pulling him in a lot of different directions. And so he really got kind of drifted or overwhelmed with that particular situation. And you are definitely still there on his mind, and messaging you, connecting with you is definitely a top priority for him. However, the situation with his friend has been, Spirit just keeps showing a lot of emotion. So I feel like that's really what has entangled him so much and distracted him. But he didn't mean for it to really be on purpose towards you, because he definitely felt a spark. He felt a connection. That's why he was, instant to offer the second date. He feels really guilty. There's a lot of heaviness around him because he hasn't made those plans. But I do feel like over the next 4 to 5 days is what Spirit's showing, that you're going to receive this message kind of out of the blue from him. It seems to be a little bit more in the evening right now, almost like around like a 6 to 7 o'clock time frame. And that's going to be where it's like kind of like a, hey, I'm really sorry, would love to follow up with those plans kind of text message.
All right. Well, keep us updated, Alicia. She is also sending her thanks as well, Uma. So please do keep us updated, Alicia. And we hope everything does work out between you and Christopher.
Yes.
Our next one is going to be coming from here from Facebook. Brian is asking, he wanted to do a little career check on his career path and finances. Brian has just transitioned into a new job, and he's a little concerned in the short term. Hopefully he can get some additional clarity. Thank you, Uma, for any insight.
Yeah, let's take a peek at your career path here and see what's going on. So, as we open up this energy, unfortunately, it is kind of connecting to a little bit of like a short term kind of connection. But this is, as odd as this is going to sound, this is definitely a stepping stone into something deeper into the future. With that being said, there is some past connections that are trying to come forward that are going to connect or meet up with you that will take you on this future endeavor. And the next one is definitely more of a long term. There's a lot of longevity energy that's within this. I don't want to say it's your dream job, but the energy around it is definitely connecting you to that connection of it being more of like your dream job, this idea, or sorry, something that you've created in your head, but also on a financial basis, there's a lot of security that comes with this new one that is coming forward. The connecting factor. I don't have a date for you yet, but it says it will come into your life by August. I feel more of like a number 7, so July. So don't stress too much about this one being a short term. I know it's kind of frustrating to have that back and forth, but look at this as your stepping stone, because the next one is truly the one that you want to be at.
All right. Well, let us know and keep us updated. We're rooting for you, Brian. Our next one is going to be Ashley from Facebook. Hi, Uma. Can Ashley be expecting anybody into her love life coming soon?
Okay. So let's look at the energy within this and see where Spirit is taking us. So as we are opening up your energy, I do feel that you are being blessed, and I say blessed with a new energy, because it does feel some of the past energies have been really heavy. And this energy that's coming in is going to be really different from anything that you've kind of experienced in the past. This next energy that's really coming forward for you is a very grounded soul. And within that, I feel like there's a lot of passion within this soul as well, too. The energy right now is all about the seasonal change. So that's a beautiful sign to see because that is here within this month that this energy is coming in for you. It is showing me kind of later in the month. I keep hearing the 26th. So I feel like it is going to be right around the 26th that this new energy is present in your life. But you will have a definite relationship and connection with this person, and it shows long term.
All right. Well, Ashley, let us know. I do have a follow-up message as well from Brian Uma saying thank you as
Oh,
well, and just saying you're amazing.
well, thank
So
you.
thank y'all. Um, Next one is for Trina, who is asking Uma, when will Dave stop becoming so distant with her?
Okay, so let's look at Dave's energy and see when this distant energy is going to come to an end. So, as we open this energy up, Spirit is pulling forward changes for him, which is a good thing. But you can't expect anything too dramatic for the next week. So as this next week passes, and this one I am talking about, like we'll say June 10th is the beginning of the new week, is where this energy is going to really shift a lot for him. He will start to open up around like the 10th for you. Communication is really, really coming in for you right now. And I feel like this is his tone. Everything about the way that he approaches communicating with you is very different on the 10th. And it actually shows a big sense of like opening with him. So if he hasn't been vulnerable, or transparent with you, this is what is changing within him. This week, it seems that there's a little bit more clarity or eye opening moments that are coming towards him that's going to push him to actually change and stop being distant. And once this comes into play, he might have a day or two where he pulls back a little bit, but it will not be for extended periods of time.
All right. Well, Trina, we are rooting for you, and we hope that everything is going to work out. Go ahead and keep Uma updated as well. Next one is for Maya, who is asking. She is in a very painful, heartbreaking situation. We hope the best. Someone she loved is planning to marry somebody else. Can you please give the insight if he is going to come back to Maya? Do you see anything positive coming into Maya's love life as well? No need to sugarcoat. She says, be honest.
Okay, so let's look at your energy as far as the situation and the person that you do love. And I'm sorry that you have to be in this position. It's definitely not a fun one to be in. Um, Within this, though, the energy of this person that you do love, they are coming back into your life. But unfortunately, I do feel that the marriage is going to go through. Um, Unfortunately, I don't feel a whole lot of happiness that's long term within that marriage. And that's why I do feel like this person connects to you because the love that you feel for this person, they have for you as well. Um, this is going to be a mistake for this person. That's all I can say right now is that they are going to regret this the minute that they follow through with it. And it's just going to really open up that perspective for this person and, make them realize that they shouldn't have gone down that pathway. You are definitely going to be, they're going to try to have you be an ear. They want to keep connection with you. So that's going to be a little bit difficult for you. But I do feel unfortunately, on their end, that the marriage will not last. And within that, things will be worked out in between the two of you because your pathways do reunite or come back together. So there's just a little bit of timing that is needed within that. And forgive me because I know this is a long time, but things change. But almost like a year's time frame within this marriage. And then that's really when the separation can come forward. However, going into anything positive coming into your love life, even though that's heartbreaking enough, I do feel that you make a connection with someone new. Now, you do have romantic feelings with this person, but because your heart is really content with this other person, it's hard for you to fully love that. And I feel like spirit or universe is bringing you this new person to have that friendship and connection with to help you get through this next year. So I hope that's a lot of information at you. So I hope it makes sense. But where you are at, yes, it's going to be hard, but there are beautiful things that are coming.
And also, if you missed any of that as well, Maya, well, one, you can go ahead and get a follow-up reading with Uma and go ahead and give more back and forth if you have any additional information you want to share. Or also, we will be uploading this after this live is done, so you'll be able to go back and rewatch Uma's answer as well. Our next one comes also, Trina, our last question we answered is also saying thank you as well, Uma. I always love to show them out. Put those on the screen real quick. Next one is for Fran, who is asking real quick, General, if there is anything coming for love for her anytime soon.
Yeah, and maybe this one we can pull a card too, just to kind of see, since it is a little bit more generic here. So for love, what energy is needing to come forward? So as we open up and pull a card, this one is the Ace of Wands, which is absolutely beautiful to have within that, because it's all about a new love, a new chapter for you. Spirit also is connecting you to kind of being at some crossroads lately, and this energy of this card is all about moving forward and having so much success within this. One thing that I love that connects to the Ace of Wands is the amount of passion that is within it. Just like, it's ignited here, like bright and on fire. I do feel like that is what type of love is going to be surrounding you. And when it's like this as well, it's burning rather fast. So that means that it's coming in really quickly for you. June is definitely a turning point for you. I know you were asking about love, that Spirit wants to connect you to other turning points that are coming forward for you. I know that love kind of can go under the category of personal, but I do feel like it is a little bit different for you there. And I know you know exactly what that is connecting to. So just be ready, embrace the changes that are coming forward, and be ready for this passionate, exciting new love.
Amazing answer. Well, we are rooting for you, Fran, this June. And yeah, keep us updated. We always love hearing from our customers.
Yes.
So our next one is from Candace, who's asking if Ricky and her will be coming into contact and be moving forward in their relationship. Thank you for your insight as well.
Yeah. So let's take a peek at you guys here and see when contact is coming in within this. So immediately when we pull into this energy, like the number 4 is really, really strong. Now, I know tomorrow is the 4th. It's not connecting 100% there, but it is a number 4. So let's just kind of say that this is connecting over the next 4 days for you, that there is communication within this. This is not the ticket immediately to moving forward with your relationship. However, it is a doorway of opening. Spirit kind of says kind of like an icebreaker, that kind of thing is coming in within this. But over the next few weeks, more like 2 or 3, is where the energy is really shifting for you guys to move forward with your relationship. Um, a lot of passionate energy wants to come forward, which is beautiful, because this means that after this icebreaker, communication is rather consistent, and then that passion energy is reignited, and that's what's going to take flight and rebuild your guys' relationship.
Awesome. Well, we hope everything does work out between
Yeah.
you and Ricky, Candace. Keep Uma updated as well. And now that we are about halfway through our live stream, real quick, I'm going to shout out that we are going to answer Christine's question real quick, or right after this. But Uma, I want to ask you, what is the best time to reach you on California Psychics for those who want to reach out through either our app or our website for either an offline or an online messaging opportunity or phone call chat with you for that one-on-one reading experience away from the live? away from the live stream, and so that way you can get right into the answer, dive deep right into the answers that they need in a private setting. Once again, can you let everybody know your hours and your regular schedule throughout the week?
Yeah, my regular schedule is Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And I do post a lot of appointments. So then that way, if the queue seems full or anything, at least we can book an appointment. And I typically do the offline messages once I'm offline, just to give it more time to be able to respond to you. So Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Amazing. Now, if you've been enjoying this free preview of California Psychics and you are a new customer with us, you can use that code LIVE5 to receive an additional $5 added to your first customer purchase with us. Again, that code is LIVE5 as scrolling on the bottom of your screen. And if you want to click and get right to Psychic Uma's profile, because you are already sold on how great her readings have been shown today, you click that link in the description and we'll pull up Psychic Uma's profile page on CaliforniaPsychics.com, not on any other social media platforms like Facebook, YouTube, etc. So none of our psychics use social media to answer questions. So you can only reach our psychics on CaliforniaPsychics.com or our app. And if you're having any trouble booking with any of our psychics, go ahead and call our customer care line. They will be able to book you an appointment that works for you and the psychic that you are trying to book a reading with. So go ahead and give us a call at CaliforniaPsychics.com. We still have about a half hour left to answer y'all's questions. So our very next one is for Christine. I remember she is looking for love, a new person, or a rekindling relationship with Ronald. Your insight, Uma, will be very much appreciated. Thank you so much. And thank you, Christine, for your question.
Yeah. So let's take a peek. Like, Spirit wants to connect to you first. So I'm going to leave Ronald out for just a minute here and see where we are with you. And as we open up your energy, it is connecting to a new beginning for you. Within this, unfortunately, it's not pulling a whole lot of like a past relationship, but that's definitely not ruling him out just yet. So where we are at right now, it does feel that this energy is very new. It is very strong. Spirit is really adamant about the next 3 weeks that this new energy is coming forward with you. The energy of this person and how you connect, it is very, very deep. And it is going to kind of take you on a wild ride. And the reason I say that is because in the next 3 weeks, a lot of Ronald's energy is coming in as well, too. So it's going to kind of be that, a weighing of the options, I guess, kind of energy right now with him. But the new energy is really, really strong. And I feel that you really should give this an opportunity because you will be happy within this energy. Now, jumping on to Ronald's energy really quick is that there are some really deep feelings inside, but I do feel like there are some complications right now that he's not able to completely let go of. And so that's what's kind of creating, some blockages from him being able to completely rekindle with you. I do feel like there's going to be a little bit of some jealousy that's going to come forward with him as well, just because he's going to sense a new energy being present in your life. So that's kind of where it's the teeter-totter for you right now. But honestly, 100% give this new energy a chance. I promise that you won't be disappointed, and let Ronald figure out what he needs to, because he definitely has these attachments to you, but he's just not 100% available or at the level that you need him to be right now.
All right. And yes, we hope everything does work out for you, Christine.
Yeah.
Just wanted to give you another, I guess, positive comment from Candace saying thank you, and we'll definitely keep you updated. Thank you, Candace, for that as well. Maya also says thank you. And if we have time later at the end, she does have a follow-up question as well.
Okay.
I want to give some other time for some of our other audience members. Tina is asking about a love question. What is going on between John and Tina? They've been friends for about 40 years, and she's beginning to fall for him, but he's been distant and quiet lately. Do you think he will come back towards me? And do you think this is something that will work out in terms of a relationship?
Okay, so let's look at the energy between Tina and John and see where spirit is taking us within this. So it definitely is connecting to this, beautiful friendship that you guys have had. He is really pulling a lot of like this emotional kind of whirlwind, if you would. He represents that there's like this torn energy that is between him right now. And he kind of feels like he's stuck at this crossroads. And so that's why the distance or him pulling back and being more quiet has been present around you. But he is taking this time to kind of like regroup, to reconnect. And it's not just reconnecting to you, but it's to himself as well. And right now, I do feel like it's something internal keeps coming forward that he's just kind of been self-sabotaging a lot lately. And he's trying to get to a calmer place. And unfortunately, he just kind of had to do that on his own. But the bottom line of all of this is I thought it was so special when you said that you had been falling for him lately, because I do feel a lot of that energy from him. And this is kind of where I feel like the whole self sabotaging energy was coming forward, because it's something that he realizes he's been doing, to you, to him. And it's just kind of put him in that whirlwind. But as soon as he gets off this crossroads path, you are going to see a whole different side of him. And he will be a little nervous at first because he doesn't want to ruin the friendship that you guys have, but yet he wants to embark on that other side that's really been developing between the both of you. So just try to be as calm as you can through this. Know that this is not a permanent thing, this is just temporary, and he's definitely coming back.
All right. Well, we hope everything between John works out, and hopefully this does evolve into something greater. But also, we don't want to shake things up in the friendship as well. So very
No.
understandable. So our next question, Uma, and thank you, Tina, for that or for your question, comes from YouTube. Daniel is asking that he's been seeing 1111 lately, and that he needs or he wants to know if he should be or if he's receiving any messages about love uh, involving Jennifer, his life, general career, etc. So that yeah.
Yeah, and 1111 is such a beautiful omen to see. A lot of that is just because, or sorry, it comes from that your guides and your angels and everything is right there with you, and they're trying to, help you realize that all of the decisions, the choices, the things that you are doing in life, you're doing them for the right purpose. And I love how you kind of ask about love or, anything general, because it did pull a lot to like this passionate side of you. So I do feel that the 1111 is connecting you to some sort of new message that is coming in connection to Jennifer within this. And it is bringing a lot of really positive or good news. I get excited because this one's all about like a new wave of passion. And it feels like, your love for her is pretty strong right now. And maybe there's been some reservations, or doubts even with her. But that's what this 1111 in love is connecting you to, that this, new wave of energy is coming forward. And you're going to be very pleased with the message that's actually delivered to you in the physical world. But in a more general setting too, even going within this, it's the energy that is connecting to you is on a career basis, we're going to call it, but it represents like right now it's time to be fully motivated, even though it may be harder to kind of get that motivation, that you are literally like lit on fire, and whatever you put into action is going to take flight. The energy around you in career, it shows a change, but it shows change but in a successful direction. So 100%, the thoughts, the questions, the doubts, go with your gut on this one and believe in that 1111, because it is the message from your guides telling you you are on the right pathway.
All right. Next one is from Omna. who is asking, her boyfriend Athar plans to meet her parents tomorrow and propose for marriage. How do you see things going between them two?
Well, congratulations. Like those are two big, events and it's exciting, but let's take a peek at the energy that surrounds us and see what messages spirit has. So, within this, there is a lot of fulfillment that does come forward within this, which is beautiful to see because that means there's good energy that is surrounding this. But there is also some heavy energy that comes in, and it is kind of attaching to you right now within this too. So, that could just be your nerves, with everything with the parents and all of that nature. But the bottom line of this is that the outcome is going to be positive. Your anxiety and your stress may struggle a little bit in the beginning, but it really does seem to kind of ease and balance out. And I do see that there is a strong future for you guys going forward. There's going to be a lot of questions asked. Oh, yes. I'm like, spirit is definitely connecting someone to almost like the anxiety ridden to where they block or they're blocking themselves out. But don't be. The only thing I'm going to tell you probably going to be a little uncomfortable is the questions that are asked, kind of like a drilling kind of effect. But other than that, everyone is going to be truly happy with the outcome of this. There's a lot of fulfillment that surrounds the both of you.
All right. Real quick, and right before we sub into our card pull section, Jen is asking, hey, oh, so you might recognize Jen. Uh, she would love a general love reading. She is still stuck on somebody, but it does not seem like it's going to go anywhere at this point. Is there somebody new coming, or is this old person somebody that she should be sticking to?
Okay. So let's kind of focus on the general part of it, just so we don't pull in too many energies or anything for you right now within this. And the message that spirit has for you in connection to the general sense is that there is fulfillment that is coming forward in your life. The clarity that you need to receive is going to come forward, even though it may create some sort of disconnection in your life right now, which obviously it feels like that is attaching to the person that you feel like it's not going anywhere with. However, this energy is like hanging on for like dear life, even though they're not making a move right now. They're definitely trying to get themselves to a place where they can feel comfortable or confident to make that move. Um, my only, hang up with this too is that you do have some new energy that is surrounding you. It is trying to come in at some point this month. I heard the 17th for you right now. And that's going to kind of shake a little bit, or sorry, shake some things up. However, you cannot let go of this person that you are asking about, even though it feels stagnant, because they are definitely going to be communicating with you right around the same time. It could be a few days after the new person enters, and that's going to kind of throw you off a little bit, but just kind of take it with like a deep breath, a grain of salt, just kind of let this person work through the issues that they are. And again, it sounds bad, but as soon as they feel the energy shift of like someone else coming in to kind of pull you away, here they come running. And that's going to be the change that this person needed.
All right. Now we are going to be switching over to our card pull section. Thank you for your question as well, Jen. Now that we are about a little bit less than 15-ish minutes, and also Daniel is saying thank you for your answer as well, Emma. Now that we have about 15-ish minutes left, we're going to be switching over to our card pull section where we'll have a little bit extra and, or I guess, faster time to answer questions, just to get through them a little bit quicker during this last little stretch. Now, while we have these questions coming in where you can ask either for a life path card, career, love, general, financial, etc., I'm going to shout out the best ways to reach Psychic Uma, especially if you've been enjoying this free live preview of California Psychics featuring one of our fan favorites with Psychic Uma. Uma, can you let everybody know the next time you are going to be online at CaliforniaPsychics.com and your regular schedule throughout the week?
Yep, I'll be on tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then my regular schedule is 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I do offer appointments and I try to do the offline messages. Typically, those are like when I'm offline just because it's a little easier. But any way we can connect, I would love to.
Awesome. And now you can reach Psychic Uma and some of our other psychics at californiapsychics.com or our California Psychics app through, yes, those offline messages or online messages, kind of the text-based question answer, or through phone call reading as well. And if you are having any trouble booking with any of the psychics that you want to read with, like for example, Psychic Uma, after seeing a free preview of her abilities today, you can go ahead and call our customer care line at California Psychics and say, I want to get a reading with Psychic Uma or one of your choice, and they will be booking you they will book you at an appointment that works for both you and the psychic that you are trying to read with. So if you have any other questions, you can go ahead and message our social media profiles, or you can go ahead and call our customer care line and they will be able to answer any of the questions that you have about our service. We'll be able to shout that out one more time before our stream, but we see a bunch of questions coming in that I want to get through. Shonette is asking for a general card, please, and forgive me if I mispronounced that as well.
So let's see what card today. So within this one is the Two of Wands. And so what I feel like this is kind of bringing forward to the table for you is that you are really moving forward and there's a lot of success that is surrounding you. And this one is kind of odd, but it's here. It's connecting you to some sort of travel energy. So if that is something that you have kind of been contemplating, 100% go forward, move forward with this because it's definitely a success for you. I really feel like this travel, this vacation, if you would, is going to be like a rejuvenating set. And that's kind of why this energy for you has kind of been at that split or that fork in the road. So 100% go forward with this choice.
Perfect. Keep us updated as well, and keep Uma updated, especially. Next one is for Amber, who is asking for a love card.
Let's see. Amber and love. Where is Spirit taking us within this one? So this one is the Nine of Pentacles. And as we open this one up for love, I do feel like this one is trying to connect you to a sense of security and stability. I really feel like this kind of image of her here is like independent, it's strong. It's just wanting you to remind yourself that you do have that strength, everything within you. But as far as love, I do feel like this is connecting more to like a sense of stability for yourself. So it seems like there's been some difficulties there, and the stability, the security is 100% coming in.
All right. And next one is going to be for Tiana, who's asking for a love card between him, him, and Tiana, her, who are no contact as of right now.
Okay, so let's look at love card for you guys here and see where Spirit is taking us. So as we pull this one, it's the Four of Swords, which is not always negative. It is just honestly connecting to that no contact right now. But I do feel that this is a point where he is going to kind of regroup and reconnect. And this is his energy of coming forward. I do not feel like you have too much longer being stuck in this place, because Spirit is trying to show a lot of movement around you. So just know that he needed this time, even for yourself too. There was a little bit there that needed to kind of regroup and reconnect, and that opening is extremely close.
All right. Next one is for Jerry. Well, Catherine first, and then Jerry right afterwards. Catherine is asking for a love card. A Spirit wants Catherine to get her answer
first.
Yes.
Okay, so let's look at the energy with love card for you here within this. And this one is the High Priestess. I mean, everything about this one I feel is all about like that intuition. 100% this is Spirit saying when it comes to love, follow this, like that gut feeling, everything about this. You need to really listen to. And I feel like this is trying to connect to something that was kind of that a decision that needed to be made, and maybe it was a little bit harder to really trust that gut feeling. But Spirit really wants you to connect to that, because the person that you're trying to make the decision with is really spiritually connected to you. That's why it took you straight to the intuition.
All right. All right. The card for Jerry now, who is asking for a career card, please.
So let's focus on career and see where Spirit is taking us within that. So you got the Ace of Wands, which is beautiful because this one is representing a new path for you. Spirit keeps saying like a choice needs to be made, and the choice is to embark on this new pathway. It's going to be something that's going to be very, very positive for you. I do feel like the opportunities that are going to come forward with this one are really going to ignite that inner passion for you. So if you've been focused on a change, right now is definitely your time to embrace that.
All right. Next one is, and also a thank you from Catherine, by the way. Sorry. I was reading some of the chat.
Okay.
Brittany is asking for a love card, please.
Okay, let's focus on Brittany and love and see where we are within this one. So this one comes up as the Two of Swords. This is not negative or anything. It's just representing that you've had some blockages within this, but I do feel the energy that surrounds this card itself, it's lifting. So this means that you're going to be coming out of this blockage. A lot of this does feel to be in connection to someone, and those blockages are definitely going to be coming down. There's an opening that's coming forward, and I feel like Spirit's trying to connect you to this change in about 2 weeks.
All right. Next one is going to be for Angelica, who is asking for a love card between her boyfriend Jay and her.
Okay, so let's look at these two and see what Spirit needs you to hear most today within this. And as we open this too, this is a popular card tonight. It is the Ace of Wands. For you guys, Spirit's all about a new chapter that's opening up for you guys. Don't want to like spill the beans or anything like this, but Spirit took me immediately to some type of like celebration energy within this. So I feel like that is the new chapter for you guys. It's actually embarking on a whole new journey, but it is full of passion and excitement. And again, the word celebration keeps wanting to come forward. So that could possibly be proposal, engagement. Don't want to ruin a surprise, but it's here.
All right. Now, real quick, we still have a few minutes to answer a few more questions. And also, Brittany was saying that her reading resonated with that. But real quick, Uma, can you shout out the best ways to reach you on California Psychics and your regular schedule throughout the week, as well as the very next time you're going to be online? And if for all of our new customers, you can use that code scrolling on the bottom of your screen, Live5, to get an additional $5 to read with Psychic Uma when she shouts out her schedule.
So Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and I'll be on tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then I will offer the offline messages as well once I'm offline.
Cool. And those are, yes, we have online and offline based text-based question answers, and also phone calls as well. So if you want to read through Uma through any of those methods, go ahead and click the link in the description of the live stream you're watching right now, and it will pull up her profile, as well as the ability to book the appointment and reach her through those ways. So next one comes from Eric, who is asking for a career card. Let's go with a career card.
Okay, so let's focus on Eric and the career and see where Spirit is taking us within that. So this one is the 10 of Wands, and this one is just really representing that you are really overloaded. You are overwhelmed. And within this, I do feel like it is representing that change is to come. I know you have to kind of walk through the mud a little bit longer, but there is definitely change on the horizon for you that's going to remove that weight that you're carrying on your shoulders. And within that, it's going to open up a lot of doorways for other opportunities in your life. So just kind of try to kind of breathe through this. You don't feel like you have too much longer in this position. Probably a couple more weeks, and then that weight is going to start to come off of your shoulders. But it feels like something new for career is coming in that's really going to help take off that load.
Nice. We have some other nice comments as well. Thank you, Curtis. Always love hearing from you. Our next one is from Lisa, who is asking for a love card.
Okay.
Yes, in regards to a recent breakup with her person. Yes.
Okay, so let's focus on love for Lisa here and see what spirit is bringing forward. So with this one is the Empress. And this one I feel like is honestly connecting to you because spirit is asking you, especially through this breakup, to really tap inside to like your nurturing side of yourself, and connect deeper to who you are, because again, she is all about bringing changes as well too, and she wants you to embrace the things that are around you, because unfortunately in that previous relationship you weren't able to really embrace those things. And so this is what she wants to do, is to kind of bring you that change. You are definitely a blooming flower and you're going to continue to grow, and there is new energy that is surrounding you that will help you grow.
All right, let's get one for well, happy early birthday, Gretchen. Will her birthday be amazing in new beginnings for her and Diran? A love card for her and Diran. Will they be work out together and reconcile?
Okay, so let's pull on you guys here a love card and see where spirit is taking us within this. So this one is the Page of Swords, which I know can kind of seem like a little bit of a negative, but what I feel like within this one is that he is bringing in a message, and this message is to uplift the mental exhaustion, the weight that you've been carrying. Um, the Blue Jays right here, I really feel like are sticking out to you, because I definitely do feel like those are a sign that are going to be coming forward to you to make that connection to the Blue Jays. And they typically represent communication. And within that, I feel like that is a love connection in between you and him. So sorry to get off on your birthday, but I definitely do feel like there are some blessings that are coming forward with your birthday as well. There's a lot of uplifting energy that is connecting to you as well.
All right. Let's do one more real quick one. For Doreen, a card on love, please. Very quickly, Uma.
Yeah, let's see the energy within love for you here. And so this one is the Hermit. Again, this one is definitely not a negative. This is spirit asking you to dive deep inside to yourself. This one is really about like an internal love that you need to reconnect to, in order to kind of get past the phase that you are at right now. I do feel that you are not like, I don't want to say lonely, but the energy around that, it really seems to be coming to an end. So just know that this journey is almost over. But as you connect deeper to yourself, you will open up many doorways.
All right. Now we have reached the end of our 1 hour live stream where we had today's free preview of California Psychics featuring Psychic Uma. Uma, very quickly, for those who are wanting to reach you through either online or offline text-based messaging or a phone call through CaliforniaPsychics.com or a California Psychics app, what is your regular schedule throughout the week and the very next time you're going to be online?
So Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. I do phone and chat during the 8 to 1 p.m. And then try to do the offline messages once I'm offline. But that's Mountain Standard Time, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Yeah, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Awesome. Now, this has been our free preview of California Psychics and what it's like to get a reading with some of our psychics on our website. We are featuring Psychic Uma this week and her fantastic abilities. If you want to get a reading with her, you can click the link in the description below as well to book a reading with her on her profile on CaliforniaPsychics.com. We want to thank everybody for joining us. We will be returning next Monday for another scheduled social media event. We will be doing Tarot Takeover with Psychic Reagan next Monday. And then also this Thursday, we will be having another Instagram Live Tarot Thursday on Instagram Live with Psychic Marin. But for any of your burning questions or for those looking for follow-up insight, go ahead and give Psychic Uma a call. And one last note is if you are a new customer with us, very last thing, use that code LIVE5 and you will receive an additional $5 added to your first customer purchase with us. So go to CaliforniaPsychics.com. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And thank you, Uma, for joining us today. It has been an amazing 1 hour live stream, and you have been fantastic as usual. And until next time.
Thank you.
So till next time, thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.